Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Harry Lumley Bayshore Community Center and J.D. MacArthur Arena for tonight's OLA match between the Clearview Crushers and your Owen Sound North Stars. We're going to head down to the floor for the playing of our national anthem. Battle here at the Bayshore against the North Stars and Clearview Crushers. The North Stars are looking a little bit different than the last time we saw them here on Rogers TV. Of course, lots of new additions and a few subtractions from the team. Some notable scratches for the North Stars. They'll be without Jake McCabe and Tanner Buck. So two notable names, top 2 point getters for the North Stars, and a few notable additions. We've got number 88 coming up from the junior North Stars, Braden Kruger. So he'll be making his senior North Stars debut here at the Bayshore this afternoon. The Crushers with the ball in the offensive zone. Back up for McMahon. Low shot there for McKinnon. Clearwater able to pick that one up. McMahon bringing it back in. Long shot and a good save there by starting goalie Craig Wendy. Wyatt Barfoot carrying this out for the North Stars. And a good run there from Jake Rosa, but the Crushers with it now in the offensive zone. Wendy not able to pick that one up, and the North Stars able to collect it behind the net and send a bounce pass up for Jake Rosa. Rosa sends that across and able to find Jordan McMillan. Rosa back with it, can't find his way to the net, sends that up top. Cutting in, and a good run there from Jonathan Peshko. Kaskanet with it, long shot off the inside of the post and wide, so clock will reset, but Crushers are able to pick this one up. Harrison Brooks brought that into the offensive zone with the notable yellow helmet. And now Owen Sound in their defensive zone. AJ Skirving. Stay tuned for the second intermission to hear an interview with him. Coulter sending that wide. Dominic McMillan, another call-up, unable to handle that one, but picks it up in the corner. Dan Keane sends that wide. Coulter takes his time, takes a long shot off the outside of the foot. The Crushers will collect this one and bring it up. Graham Bergsma with the ball. And you'll hear an interview from him in the first intermission. Good battling there from the Crushers who picked that one up. Send that across. Bergsma. Wide ball. And a good hit there. Owen Sound able to knock that one loose. Good work from Rob Klopfer taking his man down. Craig Wendy will send a bounce pass up. Very quick pressure there, but Mitch Gustafson able to get that ball away.
Yeah, it looks like Clearview plans to hang a player up the floor all day today, so you're going to see a lot of 4-on-4 action in the Clearview end. They're a little short on the bodies today, so they're going to not burn everybody out.
Cascanet with a great little pass there to Jake Rosa, who just can't finish it, but they get the clock reset, and the North Stars stay in possession. So Cascanet will send that in for Rosa again. Rosa spins around one. Back up top. Peshko with the shot. Can't find the back of the net. So the Crushers bringing that up. Wyatt Barfoot on the floor to challenge his man. Neil McInroth twisting and turning, sends that back up. Ditterbide bringing this in for the Crushers. Able to get right in tight, bounce shot, and foot in the crease. So Owen Sound will get the possession, except can't handle that one. Liam Patton drops it, and now the Crushers in tight, and Liam Patton making up for that mistake, able to get his stick there just in time to knock that loose. We got some pushing and shoving in front of the net here. Braden Kruger, the call-up, making sure that his name gets on the score sheet in any way possible. He'll find his way to the box, but draws a coincidental against a Clearwater Crusher, or Clearview Crusher, rather. So good work there from former junior North Star, current senior North Star Braden Kruger, as he's able to get Tyler McKinnon to draw a penalty on him. They'll both sit for a couple of minutes. Good pressure there from Keene. Crushers get this one to move forward. Ben Doherty. Graham Bergsma bringing this one in. Tyler Gibbons picking this up for the North Stars. Twist back, and sends that across for Will Cecil. Cecil brings this one in with some speed. He's got Rosa, throws it back to him, catches that one off a high pass. Shot coming. Long shot, and a good save there.
Yeah, I think Owen Sound's offense is going to want to, again, try to get inside and wear down the Clearview defenders when they're short bodies. It's, it's a lot easier to play perimeter defense than have to be inside.
Garrett McMahon with a good run, takes a check, and the shot goes a little bit wide, all the way down now into the Crushers zone, picked up by the North Stars. Battling hard with it, Mitch Gustafson sends that behind, right out in front for AJ Skirving. Can't finish it. Keene behind the back, tries to go top shelf. Another hard shot, and a late hit here. So we're gonna get a penalty against the Crushers as Mitch Stevens takes a very late hit. He goes down, referee sees it from across the floor and comes by with an arm raised. So Owen Sound's gonna find theirself on the power play as number 6, Garrett McMahon, goes and takes a seat for a couple of minutes.
Yeah, it was an eventful shift for Mitch Gustafson after hustling down, picking up a loose ball, creating a scoring opportunity, getting one himself, and then taking one in the chops. So I'm sure he's going to get a well-deserved rest here.
So it looks like newly acquired player Jonathan Peshko is going to quarterback this power play for us. Behind the back, Rosa with the shot, and he scores to open up the game here. 1-0 Owen Sound North Stars.
Yeah, nice bounce shot underneath the foot there of the goaltender, underneath the glove there, the goaltender by Rosa, in tight on the crease, and nice ball movement, a nice backhand pass across the crease from Danny Keene, and North Stars score first here tonight.
You can see that behind the back pass, and Rosa with plenty of patience just waits and fakes out Mike Martin Abel, waits until he bites and takes a wide open 5-hole there. Will Cecil bringing this one in for the North Stars, sends that across for Cascanet. Coulter in low. Sends it in for Coulter, hard shot and a good save there from Martin Abel. Cascanet putting pressure on there. Trying to pick that out of midair was Tyler Gibbons, couldn't get a stick on it. Lots of pressure here from Owen Sound. Wyatt Barfoot directing play behind AJ Skirving, trying to pick that one up and does. Skirving slowing this down, seeing the signal there from Dan Keene, and just holds on to it for a moment. Here's a long shot. Keene can't find the back of the net. Peshko pressuring. They're going to send a long bomb up here. It's going to be almost a 2-on-1, but the Crushers can't handle that one as it bounces through, and Neil McInrob is going to have to slow this one down. Liam Patton picks that one out of midair. Good work from him. Referee giving a couple shouts and hollers behind the play and slows things up a little bit there. Rosa with the ball. Back up for Liam Patton. He's going to flip it off and go get an attacker out. Jordan McMillan with it. Sends that over for Rosa. Wide ball, Coulter's in tight. Long shot. Good save from Martin Abel. Picked up there by 22, Scott Edwards behind the net. He's going to carry this up further. And he'll find his way up there. Ryan Haig is going to flip that one off for a teammate. No, he's going to hold on to it. And he'll wait till all of his team is out. Some good battles going on here on the floor. Cutting around one man, tries to get that pass across, and Jake Ditherby wasn't able to pick that up. And a long shot there after the shot clock runs out, so Wyatt Barfoot's going to go and pick this one up for the North Stars. He's got time, and he's got a player in behind. And a long whistle here, so we're going to get a roughing call going against Owen Sound. So Mike McLeod headed to the box, 2 minutes for roughing. That was behind the play there, right as Barfoot's pass to Dan Keene left the stick.
Yeah, I wasn't sure what that was all about, but again, that's something North Stars want to eliminate today, is letting Clearview have that opportunity on the man up. They're, again, shorthanded. They're going to be starved for energy, and allow them opportunities in the power play is not what you want to do.
So Gibbons with good work. Peshko with the shot. Holds on to it, trying to kill some time here. And he's going to flip that forward. And Brody Cascanet's just going to hold on to this one and try to kill the entire shot clock. He's got just under 10 seconds left to go. He'll find his way in. Good shot off the board, or off the bar rather. Resets the clock, but Crusher's able to pick that one up. Good work from Patton, trying to use his height there to beat the defender, but they're able to get there first. Ryan Haig sends that in. Across, back to Haig. Up high for the other Haig, and a good shot there. They score.
Yeah, again, that's that's why you don't want to take needless penalties. They're going to give them an opportunity on the power play. They will score. They got the two Haig twins and Graham Bergsma, who's leading the team in scoring this year. So when you get them those opportunities, they have the ability to put the ball in the net.
So Graham Bergsma picking up his 9th goal of the year here. You can see a good high shot there. Just picks that top corner, and Craig Wendy can't get that shoulder up and over to cover that one. And the Dutch national player able to open the scoring for the Crushers. Good work there from Patton, able to cut his man off. Picking that one up is Mitch Gustafson. Sends that one across. Rosa with it. Rosa sends that in and just gets tipped over Cascanet's stick. Coulter able to pick it up. Tries to find McMillan, but sends that low pass. McMillan, luckily, has got the feet to pick that one up. Back to Coulter. Gets a long shot, tipped high. Owen Sound trying to pick this one up, knocks it free again. And Crushers pick that one up. Good shoulder there from Coulter, able to knock his man down. Graham Bergsma gets back up, no worse for wear. Bergsma with the ball. Barfoot trying to attack. Gets a good pass right out in front and a great save there from Wendy and a huge hit there from Graham Bergsma. And a great play and another huge hit from Owen Sound, and that one is gonna leave a little bit of a mark there. He was mid-air when the contact was made, and it looks like we are in fact gonna get a call. So Jamie Hunt is gonna be headed to the box. I guess we'll see how long this is for. You can see the replay there. Great hit from Graham Bergsma, and then just across and late hit and into the boards. Funny, you see number 90, Garrett Haig, the leading scorer for the Crushers, go down, still holding his shoulders. He goes back to the bench.
Again, you know, this is we're in a situation here. We've taken a 5-minute major on a player that was behind the goal line, who is no longer in the play, and you know, these things are just going to come back to haunt them. You know, North Stars need this win here to continue to contend for second place, and you know, they're playing down to the level of Clearview needs to, where they want to be able to chalk up as many power play opportunities as possible. So
good clear there from Owen Sound.
Again, I think referee Gibbons is making calls he doesn't see. There's clearly a deflection that went out of bounds, but he chose to give the ball back to Clearview. But nonetheless, Bergsman's shot handled by the goaltender without problem.
Barfoot across. A good short-handed chance there. Barfoot just slipping the check of Graham Bergsma, who we've already seen is not afraid to lay down the body. So Bergsma bringing this one back in for the Crushers, sends that across the floor. Ryan Haig sends that in low. Back to Haig. Bergsma with it. Haig, long shot here, good save by Craig Wendy. AJ Skirving, he's got some options. He's going to get held up there. Throws that forward. Rob Klipfer carries this into the offensive zone. About half the shot clock remaining. Klopfer willing to kill as much time as he can. Sends that up high, Keane. Long shot there, just off the post and wide.
Yeah, good look by Dominic Millman there to release a shot and keep it low where there's an opportunity for rebounds, and this should allow them to kill another 30.
So Owen Sound doing a great job here, able to knock almost a minute off the penalty there. And Millman gets that ball knocked loose. And Crushers will slowly bring this up to the floor. Niall Sear sends that over for Bergsma. Bergsma back with it. And a good deflection there. That one goes wide. 7 seconds left. Bergsma's going to have to shoot. Tries to get a fancy pass in, and they're going to run out of time. Owen Sound just trying to kill the clock out. Skirving picks that one up, able to slip one check. He's got some room. He's going to slow it up, get right out in front. And maybe could have taken another step there for a better chance, but sends that one in off the goalie and up out of play. Crushers with the ball. Bergsma will send that one back in. Garrett McMahon across the floor for Haig. Down low. Low shot, another good save by Wendy. Picking that one back up. Great save there by Craig Wendy. A little bit of battling going on behind the play there as Bergsma carries this ball back into the Owen Sound zone. Will Cecil making sure that the attackers aren't too comfortable just standing around. Bergsma back to Haig. Long shot, good save by Wendy. Barfoot battling for that one. Picked up right out in front by Haig, and a great acrobatic save by Craig Wendy to keep that one out of the net. Owen Sound North Stars with under a minute, or under 2 minutes rather, left to go in this power play. Patton sends that across. Brody Cascanet. And the Crushers are going to leave their signature high man up there in the North Stars zone, so we'll see a little bit of 3-on-4 for the time being. Long shot there off the goaltender's knee, and we'll send a second one in. Julian Moreno sending that in. High ball back up for Bergsma. Patton battling with his man, makes a little bit of room there. Pass across, in tight for Bergsma. Tries to go back door, and no rebound there to be had. Owen Sound picking this one up and knocked there along the boards. No call on the play, and now we've got a possession call. So good battle there from Will Cecil, making sure that these players don't feel comfortable.
Yeah, the referees are going to have to start either stepping up and call some of the nonsense, or they're going to get things out of hand here. They're letting a lot of off-ball contact go for both teams, especially when they're on the offense. So we'll see how this plays out.
Haig across for Bergsma. Long shot there that goes wide. Can't pick up that rebound.
Oh, sure, again, you've got referees. The one closest to the play calls it one way. The one that's 45 feet away calls it the other, and they let him have the call. So again, they're going to have to get their act together here.
A great save there by Craig Wendy, able to keep that one out of the net. Fantastic work by him holding this team in this one. Then we're back to even strength. So Owen Sound, for the first time in 5 minutes, able to get 5 players out there on the floor. Mitch Gustafson with it. Coulter across, finds Cascanet. Cascanet cuts in. Rosa with another shot. Can't pick that one up. And a late hit there on, looks like Mitch Gustafson again drawing another penalty on another late hit. So we're going to get a crusher penalty. Doesn't look like he likes that one very much.
And again, he's calling a 2. They were able to call a 5 on a board earlier, which was certainly not didn't run him by any extent. And here you got a clear cross check across to the back of the net, right in front of the referee, and he decides that was only worth a 2. So again, inconsistency on the boys in black today, and we'll see if tempers begin to flare later as this game progresses.
Ben Doherty is going to take a seat for a couple of minutes, and we've got Jonathan Peshko. He's going to quarterback this play again, picking up 3 goals last night and looking for his first here this afternoon. Cascanet to Peshko. Peshko with it, long shot. That one goes wide, and all the time left on the clock, took that shot and goes wide, so they're going to have to hustle here to reset this clock. Dan Keene with a long shot, and that one goes wide. Cascanet picks that one up, 4 seconds left to reset this. Good shot there on target. Rosa with the shot, he scores!
Yeah, great job by Jake Rosa getting in behind his defender and positioning himself for the rebound, and a couple fakes, and he found the back of the net for his second of the night, and the power play takes advantage of the situation and grabs the lead here late in the period when it's sort of been a sleepwalk period for the North Stars.
Great work there by Cascanet along the boards to keep this one up. Able to get a great low shot, forces the rebound, and Rosa with all the patience, able to go right through the armpit of Mike Martin-Abel. So great work there from the North Stars all around. Couple questionable attempts at the beginning of the power play, and able to pull that one together. Sends that across. Dan Keene doesn't have a lane. Cuts around his man. Behind the back. Finds Rosa. Rosa with a long shot.
Thought that might hit the goalie in the shoulder, but I guess it didn't, out of bounds here on the 30 clock violation, and Clearview will take it back on offense.
Bergsma feels like he's been playing most of the game here. Sends that one in.
Yeah, Graham's a pretty versatile guy. He was, a defender a lot earlier in his career, a good face-off man. He's done what a lot of guys usually do, the opposite of. He's become an offensive player late in his career. So, again, Rob Cloker with another holding penalty, and again, they just keep stubbing their toe here. They played half the period here, man short, and continue to give opportunities to Clearview on the power play.
Globe for having an extended conversation there with one of the Crushers. He's going to head off for 2 minutes and seeing if he can't maybe bring another one with him, but unable to this time around. So the Crushers, with 3 minutes left in the period, they're going to spend 2/3 of that on the man advantage. Graham Bergsma sends that across. Long shot there. Good save by Wendy right on the goal line.
That's a checking in the crease, so that'll get called. Peshko's got a free one here.
Peshko's going to slow this down and he'll hold on to it. Sends a bounce pass up, and McMillan able to get to that loose ball. Dan Keane there. Will Cecil taking a shift up on the offense. Dan Keane behind the back. He loves that pass. Peshko with a long shot, and he scores, but it's going to be called no goal. I believe that went in just after the clock. So we'll have to wait and see what the referee decides to do here, but the Clearwater power play is certainly over.
Yeah, we'll finish up most of the period here, 4-on-4, and we'll see if Clearview ends up sending a guy down the other floor on their next possession and stay there. We could have a little 3-on-3 down in the Clearview end.
So a good shot there from Peshko, but despite it going in, went in just as the clock was sounding, the shot clock, and so that one is not going to count. Rosa with a long shot. He's looking for that bottom corner. Rosa able to stick this one out. And he picks it up again. Good work there by goaltender Mike Martin-Abel. AJ Skirving picking that one up. Cascanet with it.
Yeah, they got lots of room here. It'd be nice to see them work it around and get something inside. They got to play a two-man game on each side.
Good shot there from Peshko. Pass from Rosa. Peshko with it, sends that across. Cascanet gets around one, gets a good pass, and Peshko can't maintain control of that one, so the Crushers 3-on-1, and a great stick there from Jordan Cascanet. He's able to break up that play perfectly, and now the North Stars will get possession with just over a minute left to play. Mitch Gustafson slows this down, has a huge lane, takes the shot. Skirving picks this one up for the North Stars, able to control that loose ball, and he's going to send that over for Liam Patton and get off the floor. Now Liam Patton's headed off the floor.
Yeah, we got a power play now here for the final, we'll get 38 seconds left in the power play, so
Peshko, he sends that for Dan Keane, who doesn't see it coming in, but Keane's quick feet able to get there. Dan Keane with it. Behind the back to Keane. Long pass there for Rosa. Sends that back door, and great passing there from Owen Sound, but unable to get a shot away, so they run out of their 30 seconds. And
yeah, they want to certainly be aware of what the clock is, and they pretty much squandered their power play opportunity now, as that's going to expire in 5 seconds.
20 seconds left here to play. Owen Sound up by 1. Now Barfoot carrying this into the offensive zone. Not a whole lot of space for him, so he slows this one down. Back up for Will Cecil. Bounce pass, Peshko long shot. Good save there from Martin-Abel. Dan Keane, not a whole lot of time, and he gets knocked to the floor, so Owen Sound is going to head into the first intermission up by 1 goal. I'm sure they would have loved to have a few more, but spent quite a bit of time in the penalty box, and that'll be something I'm sure that the coaches will address here at the intermission. And the Crushers doing a good job there at drawing calls, staying out of the penalty box for the most part. They got a few calls there, but able to take quite a bit of time of power play, and both teams still in this game, anyone's game, and we'll head to first intermission, and we'll be right back after this break.
Come join us. We will have performers.
Hi, I'm David Sherman, host of Politically Speaking. Join me on Rogers TV for Politically Speaking right here.
This is my first season doing anything with them. Yeah. Okay, I think we're good to go, so we'll go 3, 2, 1. Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Bayshore Community Center in J.D. MacArthur Arena. I'm Nick Kennedy, joined here by Graham Bergsma. Graham, can you tell us a little bit about what it's like being at the end of the season? It's been a tough year for the Crushers. What do you look for from your team? How do you find success in these games?
I think it's an interesting question because I firmly believe that our team is very different than our record would show. We've been in and actually up late in a lot of the games that we've played this year, and I think a lot of that comes down to inexperience. And so one of the things that we're looking for at the end of the season, the same way that we keep strong, is that we're just trying to build a program here. It's not so much about a team. So we're really looking for that same resilience, that same grit, and we're trying to build that culture that I think will show on the floor, and that there's no quit in these guys. And so whether it's first game of the season, last game of the season, whatever it is, we come out the same way every game.
Excellent. And maybe you could speak a little bit to the international experience that you bring from the Dutch national team. How does that impact the guys in the room that you play with day in, day out?
It's really interesting from a lot of angles. So getting involved with the Dutch national team since '06 on the field side, but now more so on the box program, it opened me up to a whole other side of people that are literally traveling multiple hours playing for the love of the game, and it really puts things into perspective. So when you've got somebody who's not feeling up to getting out for a practice or something else, having that side of things and being able to bring that other perspective really can add a lot to the conversation.
And if you're looking for one thing from your team tonight, if you could just relay this message into the locker room for them, what is it that you're looking for from those guys tonight?
I will channel Gene Hackman from The Replacement. Heart. Miles and miles of heart.
Excellent. Well, ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned, and we're going to take a look at the next period of play right after this. Just be right into the lens there. We'll get a countdown in a second. Sure. Sounds good.
Every year, dozens of Canadians are killed or seriously injured because they take risks around railway tracks. Talk to your loved ones about rail safety. Visit stoptracktragedies.ca.
6,423 missing threads.
One for every hate-fueled protest and social post.
From just the first 3 months of 2023.
Your mouth can do a lot of amazing things. And your mouth can save a life.
Hi, I'm Tom Wong. I'm just one of close to 1,000 Canadians in search of a stem cell match. We need your help.
A simple swab is all you need to register on the National Stem Cell Database. You could be the one to save a life. Find the hero in you.
Lovely viewers, it's your host of On the Couch, Antoine El Hashim, reminding you to tune in for every episode of Season 9 of the longest running and most loved local queer talk show on Rogers TV. Check it out.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Harry Lumley Bayshore Community Center. I'm joined here by Steve McCarthy. Steve, it was a pretty good period there for both teams. They battled hard. We saw good passion on both sides, great passing. Both teams really looked pretty solid offensively. Like we heard from Graham Bergsma there, his team all season, he's felt like have really been in these games. Like, you know, they don't have a good winning record, but they've been able to stay in this one, and they found a way to stay in this one as well.
Yeah, I mean, again, today they're playing with a shortened lineup, but if you continue to give them opportunity on the power play, the 4 or 5 guys they do have can score, get those opportunities on the power play, and you're defending most of the time when you're in that position. So Owen Sound definitely wants to stay out of the box, and when they get the opportunities on the power play themselves to capitalize, because their offense was a little sluggish. I mean, both goals by Jake Broza were within 2 feet of the crease. I mean, you got to get inside. Their goaltender's a big kid. He's got the big Woody. He's good from the outside, so you're going to have to get inside to beat him. And, so this perimeter type offense isn't going to really be successful today.
Now, Rosa, I think, is really bringing something new to this team that we haven't seen most of the year, which is that ability to really get into the net right in the goalie's face and score those goals from 2 feet away. We've seen a lot of, like you said, perimeter play from this team all year. Yeah, he's a real skilled guy. We were fortunate, the club was fortunate enough to get him. Comes in from Windsor with Will Cecil, so it was a great pickup at the deadline here. And he's got a great pedigree. His father played 10, 12 years in the NLL, so he certainly has the good gene pool going there. His uncle was a good player as well. So you're going to need to rely on him. He's a skilled guy. He's a real good player at St. Bonaventure and Buffalo in the NCAA. So he's been a key addition, and so far they'd be down 1-0 without him. Well, Owen Sound North Stars leading 2-1. We should say Rosa getting both of those goals. Clearview Crushers staying in this one. So we'll be right back after this break with the second period here on Rogers TV.
Are you the type who would keep going or stop? It's not easy to stop when you have an addiction. Legalizing cannabis won't stop addiction. It trivializes its consumption. Let's be vigilant. If you need help, visit portage.ca.
My Uncle Cheney was one of over 150,000 Indigenous children that were taken to residential schools between the 1800s and 1996. My uncle ran away from school wanting to get home to his mom and dad, and sadly he didn't make it and died of exposure. When Gord Downey found out about my late Uncle Cheney's story, he wrote Secret Path, a series of poems that became an album, then a graphic novel, a documentary, and a concert. Gord met my family, and together we formed the Gord Downey and Cheney Winjack Fund. Together we are sharing Secret Path and other reconciliation resources with legacy schools, setting up legacy spaces across Canada, and hosting events like Secret Path Week to inspire all Canadians to engage in reconciliation. Before he left us, Gord asked us all to do something.
You're gonna figure it out.
Will you join us? Together we can make Canada a better place.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Harry Lumley Bayshore Community Center. We'd like to thank Boston Pizza for providing all of the refreshments for our crew here on Rogers TV. If you'd like to order from Boston Pizza, you can visit their website at www.bostonpizza.com or give them a call at 519-370-2003. Thank you, Boston Pizza, for your support of Senior B OLA. Clearview with the long shot there. And a possession call is going to go against Owen Sound. So
again, I don't see the reasoning for that possession call. He fell after being hit in the act of shooting, and it certainly wasn't, I don't think it really warranted a repossession call, but nonetheless.
Clearview with some good ball movement there around the outside, trying to find their way into the net. That long shot's going to go wide and all the way back down to the Crushers' zone. So Martin Abel with 4 seconds left, he's just going to throw this forward, and they're going to whip it all the way down to the other end of the court. Ball rolls back to the Crushers' side of the floor. Coulter picking this one up. He finds McMillan. McMillan, long shot there. Bounces right down in front of Martin Abel, who doesn't see it, but picked up by the Crushers, and up the floor they go. Ben Doherty with it. Doherty able to find Haig. Down low. Over for Nakamura. Long shot there from Koichi Nakamura. That's going to go off of Wendy, out of play, so the Crushers will get possession here. Haig in tight. Good save there by Wendy.
And Owen Sound's going to have to do a lot better job of protecting, getting beat from the inside, so underneath. It's just a great individual speed effort, but we can't afford to give up those opportunities.
Mitch Gustafson carrying this one into the offensive zone. Takes that low shot all by himself. Owen Sound able to pick up the rebound there. Cascanet with it. Gustafson in a battle there in front of the net. Jordan Cascanet sends that over to Brody Cascanet. Gustafson knocked to the floor. Long shot there, he finds the back of the net. Great work by Jonathan Peshko. He's robbed once of one from the clock. This time, he strikes again, and it'll count.
Yeah, John can really fire a ball, and you give him that kind of time and space, he's going to find room. Again, he's an elite scorer really at the junior A level with Mimico. He's had a great career at Johns Hopkins University going into his senior year, and we're fortunate to get him up the deadline here as well, and he's showing so far that he's well worth the signing here with his 4th goal in a game and a half.
Skirvin trying to get in the way of that one. Bergsma with the ball for the Crushers. Holds on to it, finds Haig. Haig with the long shot. It's going to go off the shoulder. They say it won't count, and Bergsma able to strike and cut that lead just as quick as the North Stars got a 2-goal lead. It's cut back down to 1.
Again, it's just poor defense by the North Stars, allowing Graham Bergsma, who doesn't have the greatest foot speed, to turn the top of the corner there, and it looks like it was Kruger that he beat that tried to stick check him. He's playing against men here, not boys like he is in Junior B, and that's not going to cut it. And I think Wendy would probably like to have that 45-footer between the legs back as well.
Mitch Gustafson winning that draw. Cecil over to Patton. Patton runs this one in. He'll send that one in low. Right out in front, Rosa can't get that one, but Martin Abel juggles it and able to catch that and flip it forward. Knocked loose there. North Stars collapse on it. Patton getting his big body in the way there.
Yeah, that was just an outstanding effort by Jake Rosa, using his speed and coming from the backside to strip that ball.
Patton sends that across. Rosa tries to get a flip pass in there for Will Cecil, but Cecil can't pick that one up, and now the Crushers will turn this up the floor.
Yeah, the Windsor connection had the right idea there, but execution was a little lacking, but that's what you need to do, is run those 2-man games, especially if they want to defend 4-on-4, and create the opportunities to get inside that way.
Haig getting bodied here, able to hold on to the ball and sends that across. Battling there right in. Skirvin can't get to that loose ball in time, and Bergsma's going to pick it up with another wide shot right in the back door. And can't find the back of the net, so Owen Sound able to pick up that loose ball, and now we're going to get a call. And the North Stars are going back to the box. It looks like they've called Mike McLeod for
another roughing call. And again, I didn't see if it was off ball. I thought they were maybe calling a little contact on the shooter as he came around the wrong side. But again, that's Mike's second roughing penalty. And again, these are just scenarios that's going to keep Clearview hanging around in the game if that in fact was a deserved call.
Well, when we get a moment, we'll take another look at it. We're not too sure what happened there. For now, we'll watch this power play go, and Bergsma carrying this back in. He's been dangerous here this afternoon. Sends a long pass in, back up for Bergsma. Long shot. Wendy able to catch that. And he's going to send a real long ball up. Bergsma able to get back. And Jordan McMillan spinning off a couple of hits, and he'll just reserve to killing as much time as he can here. Just until Mike McLeod is able to get back out onto the floor. 7 seconds left. So we'll take a quick look here. I think we might have a replay for you in a moment. So you can see the, well, maybe you can't see there. You can see here, so they're calling that two hands, I guess, to the face mask a little bit, but nonetheless.
There's more contact on most picks than there was on that one. I guess because it was high, they figured it warranted a call.
Gustafson keeping that shoulder low, able to get to the front of the net. Shot. And Martin Abel saves it, but again, doesn't see it. So Owen Sound may be able to find a weakness here in the goalie, who seems to not have the best ball control when it's down in the crease. 13 seconds left on this power play. Crushers. That one's knocked wide by Skirving. Good work. Can't get to that loose ball. Up high, and they tie it up. Right out in front, number 36, Jake Ditherbeid. He's able to pick that one up. Skirving can't get to the loose ball in time, and he gets a good bounce shot that beats Craig Wendy, and we've got a 3-3 game.
Well, again, their inability to pick up loose balls here and then allow a clear lane, lots of time and space. And again, another one that Craig Wendy would probably like that back. Looks like it might have went 5-hole again as he was collapsing. So again, Owen Sound is, spent 26 minutes of this game sleepwalking. So if they want to come up with the 2 points, they're going to want to start playing a little sharper and a little more urgency.
Crushers bringing this right back into the offensive zone, even strength now. Graham Bergsma able to get that one in for his team. Long shot there, unable to get through. Another block. Liam Patton with a couple of blocks, and he gives a little shot right back as he takes exception. Cecil in.
Yeah, he was on his wrong side, made a good decision not to try to shoot cross body and let the offense go to work here.
Cascanet sends that in low. Peshko over. Cascanet. Peshko tries to get that shot away and unable to find the back of the net.
Again, Owen Sound's offense has just been purely perimeter for the most part of today, and they're going to want to switch that up and try to work to get inside if they want to have success.
Barfoot in, cuts in tight, and he finds the back of the net. Great shot and great patience from Jordan Cascanet. Steve, just like you said, perimeter play, and I guess they heard you. He was thinking about the shot. You could see it go through his mind, and he said, wait a second, I've got room. And ran right towards the net and found it.
Again, all 3 goals by the lefties have all been inside, and putting good fakes on the goalie. Looking at him dancing, and he's an athletic kid in net here, and if you give him a couple hard fakes, he will move, and otherwise he stands his ground pretty good at the top of the crease. So looking at those long shots.
Mitch Stevens lining up here Mitch Gustafson lining up there to take the draw, and gets that one knocked all the way forward, and Skirving takes an extra shot on the ground there from the Crushers, but no call on the play. Sends that one across the floor. Bergsma back over in tight, and a great save by Wendy. Just able to get the back of his hand on that one and knock it wide. Bergsma. That one's gonna go high. And North Stars picking this one up. Liam Patton's got AJ Skirving with him. Out on the floor comes Rosa. Rosa can't find a lane to the net, so he's gonna slow this one up and back to Patton. And Patton can't handle that one, so the defender will head off and get some fresh legs out. Neil McInroy sends that out. A long shot there. And picked up in front by Haig. Good save there by Wendy. This game is staying a lot closer than I think some people may have thought it would have at the beginning. Mitch Gustafson with the ball now. Gustafson holds on to this one. Owen Sound. And a great shot and a goal. Hayden Coulter. And then some acrobatics and conversations at the end of the period there. Julian Moreno taking some exception there to Mitch Gustafson.
Yeah, we'll probably have a couple call roughing penalties here after the fact. But again, nice decision by Gussie to hit the cutter coming late. And Coulter, who has been on a hot streak, he played out the back door yesterday as a defender and back in the lineup today. And again, that was just a slash initiated by the Clearview player on Gustafson after the fact. And Gussie retaliated, and I'm sure they'll both go to the box for a couple here.
Well, great work, great shot. Good to see Coulter getting one on the board there.
And again,
and we'll take a look here at the standings here for our Ontario Series Lacrosse Senior B. You can see Oakville, of course, they are in first place. That only loss, of course, coming at the hands of the North Stars. So Oakville, they're in first place. Owen Sound sitting in fourth at the moment. And Owen Sound really trying to push for that second or third spot, because facing Oakville in the playoffs is, I'm sure, nobody's dream matchup, but we'll see what they're able to do with a few games left. And
yeah, I have an unconfirmed report that Oakville did beat Six Nations today, so Six Nations only has one game remaining, and so if Brooklyn can win, or pardon me, if Owen Sound can win today, they'll leapfrog both Brooklyn and Six Nations into that second spot with 2 games remaining.
So Owen Sound, certainly the coaching staff aware of the position that they're in. I'm sure players trying to tune that out as much as they can. Peshko to Keene. Cascanet over to Peshko, long shot, and he's not able to get that one down quick enough to beat Martin Abel. Carrying that one in is Braden Hickey. Knocked free there, good stick by Will Cecil. Up high for Bergsma. Sends that one in low. Picked back up by Hickey. In the back.
Oh, they're lucky there. They got caught ball watching, and they got him on a crease call, but
up high. Down low, a good shot. And McMillan can't find the back of the net on that shot. Good work by Jordan McMillan. So both Owen Sound and Clearview getting one goal called back, one from a shot clock violation, this time from Clearview with a foot in the crease. Bergsma with it. Haig, long shot. Owen Sound struggling to find that one and able to pick that one up and up the floor. Gibbons sends that over for Liam Patton. Patton finds Coulter. Keene's back out on the floor. Good shot there from Coulter, and easy save by Mike Martin-Abel. Clearview with speed. Niall Sear gets that one in and sends a pass across to Neil McInrov. McInrov over for Bergsma. Up for Haig. Haig in tight. Good work there by Braden Kruger. Trying to pick up a point here. And Rosa unable to collect that pass forward and gets picked off by the goalie. Clearview in the offensive zone. Bergsma with it. Finds Haig. Haig gets around one. Back up high. And good goal there from Clearview number 19, Harrison Brooks. He's going to find the back of the net and cut this lead back down to 5-4.
And a nice shot from the outside there, but again, it's exploiting the defense on the two-man game. You had two of them chase the ball carrier, a flip back. You had lots of time and space. Nice bounce shot to the short side. So again, just a lack of communication on the defenders on who was taking who, and you know, irregardless of who has the ball in their stick, generally at this level, everybody has got enough proficiency to crank it up with that kind of time, and we just saw a result of that.
Gustafson battling there, face-off, and one back by Clearview. So Clearview will take this into the offensive zone again. Haig sends that across for Bergsma. Bergsma cuts around his man, can't get that backdoor pass in. Nakamura picks it up and sends it out in front, but Owen Sound able to get a stick on that one. Now Liam Patton's up the floor. He's got some numbers here. Klopfer with the block.
Oh, good effort there on the transition, but it got a little crowded in front of the net there, and Liam wasn't able to find a hole through the goaltender.
Now McInrov sends that forward. Jake Ditterbide over for Bergsma. Bergsma taking a look here. Out in front for Haig. Gets that shot away. A rebound and they score.
Again, just poor defensive play on the North Stars' behalf. Just inability to contain their man on the individual efforts. And again, they're playing a team that's won one game this year. So they're certainly hungry, and they can feel the fact that they're in this, and they're kind of having their way.
Well, Harrison Brooks able to catch that off the backboards there and right through Wyatt Barfoot, through Craig Wendy, and into the twine. So Owen Sound with a 2-goal lead at one point. They're back tied. And Nakamura losing that one to Owen Sound, so the North Stars will pick up this loose ball and send it back to their defenders, and they'll start back up the floor. Liam Patton carrying it. Cascanet looking, gets around his man in tight. Can't find the top corner, so he's going to reset the clock, but the Crushers will pick it up, and not a lot of ball movement there.
No, they're just showing absolutely nothing on offense today. So, you know, they've been fortunate that it's a low-scoring game, and you know, because they have, and again, got beat easily there one-on-one. Skirving did, and just a lot of poor defensive efforts today on Owen Sound's behalf, and keeping Clearview in this game.
So many people looking at this game as a potential free win for Owen Sound. Now Owen Sound finding themselves tied with 6 minutes left in the second period. A little bit of extracurriculars going on across the floor, and Skirving gets beat. Long shot there. Wendy with the save. And Owen Sound now in a foot race. And that one's gonna roll all the way back to Mike Martin-Abel before Skirving can get there. Clearview. And that one beats Craig Wendy, but it just trickles wide of the net. Wendy's gonna try to fix his net here, and the play will head up the floor. So Tyler Gibbons finds Rosa. Rosa up for Keene. North Stars need to play a little bit in the offensive zone. They've had barely any time on this side of the floor. Long shot here. Saved. And rolls off him, but Martin Abel picks that one up and rolls it to his defender. Now the Crushers are heading up the floor. McInroe sends that forward. Nakamura with it. Nakamura across for Haig. Haig walks in. McMahon can't find the back of the net. Bergsma, Haig, long shot. Good save by Craig Wendy. Scoops that forward for Will Cecil. Cecil sends that up the floor. Wyatt Barfoot. It's a 3-on-1. Behind the back. Can't beat him, but picks up the loose ball, gets knocked to the floor. Barfoot holds on to possession. Sends that across for Liam Patton, who's able to pick it up.
Yeah, with some of the calls that have been made today, I don't know how it was justified checking from behind on number 12 for Owen Sound, but Jordan McMillan bounces right back up and back at it.
A good bounce shot there from Jordan McMillan, almost handcuffs Martin Abel, who's able to just get part of his shoulder on that one to knock it to the floor. Crushers taking their time here, bringing out all of their attackers over to Bergsma. Sends that one in tight. Great save by Craig Wendy.
Again, just a lack of communication on the Owen Sound defense there, and again, an easy opportunity in the front. But Craig Wendy came up with a big save to keep this all tied up.
You see there, McKinnon and Mike McLeod getting into things a little bit, making sure that each other hear them out, and they do, and Owen Sound's with the ball. Cascanet sends that across. Jordan Cascanet.
Don McMillan again looking for a long shot there. They got to be more patient, start working off ball, get inside.
Cascanet with the long shot there, and he finds the back of the net. Great shot by Brody Cascanet.
And a big shot there. He took advantage of a pick to be able to come up over top of his guy at the top of the circle there, shooting line, and beat the goaltender stick side with a pretty good low to high rocket.
Great work there from Brody Cascanet. Able to fool the goaltender on that one. A long shot. He's not going to get many opportunities from that distance, but got to be careful when he does for sure. And Clearview going to send 2 players in deep into the North Stars zone right now, so we'll just keep 3 players per team here at center. Gustafson on the draw against Haig. And Gustafson wins that one and takes his stick right up to the face there. And the arm of the ref is going to go up, so the Owen Sound North Stars are going to get a call to go their way with 3 minutes left in the second period.
Yeah, we'll get a little 6-on-5 here on the delayed call and see if they've got anything drawn up that will create an opportunity to get. Nope.
Peshko with a long shot there and almost beats Martin Abel there. He twisted the whole stick in his hand, but
yeah,
kept it out. Certainly has a hard shot. So you can see there, heading away for 2 minutes. And that'll be Neil McInroe. He's going to go for high sticking 2 minutes. So Owen Sound with 3 minutes left to play in this period. They'll get 2 of those on the man advantage. Peshko across. Back to Peshko. Finds Keene. Keene down low. In front.
Oh.
Cascanet can't find the back of the net, but
yeah, that was a well-executed scissor play with the 2 defenders on the one side getting impeded with picks, and Cascanet was able to walk through right to the net, and a couple nice shots.
Long shot there. Peshko picks it up. And Brody Cascanet unable to get a good shot away, but good work there. And
yeah, the Cascanet brothers double teamed the defender there and were able to strip the ball and They can go back in the power play here under full control.
Peshko. Over to Keane. Keane behind the back. Brody Cascanet. Over to Keane. 8 seconds left on the shot clock. Peshko sends that over. Behind the back, right and tight. Wide shot. Can't find the back of the net. Can't even find the net, so we're going to get a... They're going to call a reset. Okay, so that's good. Owen Sound will maintain possession here with another 30 seconds to go. Keane with a hard shot. Peshko can't stop his defender, but buys enough time for Owen Sound to get some transition players out, and a low to high shot. And Owen Sound's lead is taken away short-handed. A great shot there from number 17, Tyler McKinnon, or rather number 77, Niall Sear, it looks like. So fantastic shot by him. I think we just saw a low to high shot from Brody Cascanet, and I guess Niall Sear learns quickly. He sees that and says, I think I can do that. And there he goes.
Yeah, again, a very poorly executed transition by Owen Sound, giving up a 2-on-1 while on the man up. And again, it's these types of things are going to come back to haunt them when they're looking for the 2 points.
Gustafson beating Kochi Nakamura on that faceoff.
Now Sears, he's a Halifax native as well, and up here for the summer plan. He's played a couple years in Oshawa in the Arena Lacrosse League, and spent a little summer senior B time up in Ontario.
Able to catch this one right out in front, and that's going to go off the yellow on the boards there and up out of play. 1 minute left to play in the second period. Power play just about to expire here. Good work there from Brooks to hold on to that ball for Clearview rather. Greg Wendy picking that up. So Owen Sound not having the second period that they were looking for. AJ Skirving sends that forward. A few flashes of brilliance here and there, but at the end of the day, they will go into this second intermission, it looks like, likely tied. Unless they can work some magic here. Millman over for Coulter. Coulter down low.
I'm not sure why they're not calling a timeout here. They haven't used one yet. It'd be a great opportunity to utilize a 6-on-5 for the remainder of the period. There's only a 2-second shot clock differential.
Millman gets that away. Coulter off the post.
Here we go. So we got 10, and they're going to call one. So yeah. They hadn't used one yet. They might as well use one here, or it goes away. So we'll have less time to work it. But you generally only start an offensive set with about 9 seconds, 8 seconds anyway. So they'll just get right at it out of the timeout.
So Owen Sound calling that timeout, and ball up out of play. So they will maintain possession after that goes off the post and out. And you can see Owen Sound's coach drawing up a play for them. So it looks like we'll have Keane, the Cascanet brothers out there. Probably Hayden Coulter looks like will stay out. No, Hayden Coulter's going to go off. We're going to get Rosa out, and looks like McMillan will join them. So, and Craig Wendy will stay on the bench. So Owen Sound pulling their goalie here. Peshko, both Cascanets, Keane, Rosa, and McMillan taking the floor here for the North Stars, trying to re-establish their lead with just a few seconds left in this period. And looks like some confusion here from Clearview's coaching staff, not sure. And it looks like they're not going to get anything that they were looking for. It's going to play it out here. Peshko with it. Long shot off the goalie. They're going to throw that down, and time is going to run out. Ball goes wide.
Yeah, I'm not certain what they drew up, but I'm not likely imagining that was the play, so they must have defended well, and they had to look for anything there, at least to get a scoring opportunity. But again, probably a pretty disappointing period for the Owen Sound coaching staff, facing a 6-6 tie going in the third period in a crucial must-win game for their second-place aspirations.
Well, Owen Sound is going to be headed back to the dressing room looking for answers here. They've still got 20 minutes to find a way to beat these Clearview Crushers. And we will hear a little bit from number 67, AJ Skirving of the North Stars, right after this break.
What kind of show do you want to see on Rogers TV? What interests you? Log on to rogerstv.com, fill out a show proposal, and tell us about your segment idea. We want to know what you want to see. Rogers TV, only on Rogers.
6,423 missing threads.
One for every hate-fueled protest and social post.
From just the first 3 months of 2023.
About the place where there's nothing but big trophy pike. You know, I think I found it. And you know the best thing about this? It's on a budget. I'm Bill Spicer. This is the new Fly Fisher.
October 5th, 2014, my daughter was hit by a train. She was walking along the sides of the tracks, and it shattered her world.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Bayshore Community Center in J.D. MacArthur Arena. I'm joined here by Owen Sound North Stars, number 67, AJ Skirving. AJ, we're going in here to the last few games of the season, and we've got a ton of new guys here on the North Stars. How does that affect the locker room? You guys are kind of like a new team right now.
Yeah, I think the new guys meshed in really well. We had a game yesterday, obviously, and all three of them scored, so that was great to see. But yeah, you know, we really try as a team to make everybody feel at home here, and you know, I think they meshed really well yesterday, like I said. So hopefully, you know, they keep up the play, and you know, we're gonna mesh as a team going forward and keep it rolling. So,
do you guys have you found that extra gear that you need for the playoffs, or do you guys feel like you're still searching for that now?
You know, I think every team believes that they have more to give, and I think, like, you know, as long as we keep sticking to the game plan. I mean, we're lucky to have a really good coaching staff, and you know, they lay out a pretty specific game plan for us. So as long as we can keep to that, and you know, they set us up for success. So you know, just sticking to the game plan and listening to the coaching staff, and they got our best interests. So.
Excellent. Now, AJ, if you could put your coach hat on for just a second and give your guys one message for tonight, what are you looking for from them?
I think, honestly, just every shift matters. Like, you just can't take a shift off this late in the season, and you know, every loose ball, every 50-50 loose ball has got to be us tonight, and you know, it doesn't really matter who we're playing. We just got to play our game for the rest of the year, and you know, let the
Don't forget to tune in to Rogers TV with the upcoming summer shows through the season, and of course, starting in the fall, the new host for Grey County Life.
I'm a singer-songwriter from Six Nations, and I've been writing songs about my experience, and with that being said, it's helped me hold hope in my heart in following my dreams and being resilient to everyday Indigenous battles.
Competition between spirit, earth, and wind, let me tell you now.
This song in particular, The Shiner, is a special song that I wrote for my grandfather. He was a snow snake maker, and that is a Haudenosaunee winter sport. It's my job to educate and to share, and the music allows me to do that.
He'll be shining snow snakes and mud cats to the end of his days.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the booth here at the Harry Lumley Bayshore Community Center in J.D. MacArthur Arena. I'm joined here by Steve McCarthy, and Steve, we're looking at a tie score here, and I don't think either of us expected that necessarily going into this second period, but I think both a props to the Clearview team for staying in this, and maybe some question marks on the side of Owen Sound.
Yeah, I mean, first off, full marks to Clearview, showing up with, I think 15 runners, so 3 under the maximum, and, they put forth maximum effort. They've goaded Owen Sound into a few penalties they probably like to have back, and, Owen Sound just hasn't been sharp, hasn't taken advantage of a lot of opportunities they've had as well, especially on the power play. It's looked pretty pedestrian at times, and, they're just getting out-hustled, outworked, and out-defended, quite frankly. Clearview doesn't have a lot of firepower, but they're certainly, making the best use of their talent, and that can't say the same so far after 2 periods with Owen Sound.
Yeah, the Crushers are finding a way to really get in tight there. We saw, similar to how Rosa was scoring in the first period, he's getting in tight, he's finding his way to the net, and, I think big credit to Graham Bergsma, who has found a way to really quarterback his team, and he's made a lot of these passes into these tight offensive zones, and his team has found a way to capitalize each time. Yeah,
they have. They have been very fortunate in a couple opportunities that found their way in on tough shots that, again, Craig might want to have back, but nonetheless, they're full marks for their effort, and they're getting rewarded, and this is the kind of score they wanted to see, a low-scoring goals. After 2 periods, it gives them an opportunity, and they're playing for pride. I mean, obviously with 1 win and 1 tie, they've been out of the playoffs for probably 3-4 weeks now, and Owen Sound, just on a hunger value alone, should want to come out and dominate the 3rd period and get an opportunity to really push themselves into to control their own destiny for 2nd place and avoid Oakville first round of the playoffs.
Absolutely. Well, Owen Sound looking for answers after a bit of a lackluster 2nd period, and we heard from Graham Bergsma in his interview in the first intermission that they've generally found themselves close in the 3rd period, and so it sounds like maybe this 3rd period has been a struggle for the Crusher team. So we'll see how Owen Sound responds, and we'll see if the Crushers can keep up this overwhelming pace that they're showing right after this break.
$6,423 missing threads.
1 for every hate-fueled protest and social post.
From just the first 3 months of 2023.
These days at your local Legion, we're marching to the beat of a different drum. On a mission to support veterans, to have fun, and to welcome everyone to our ranks. You don't have to be a veteran to join the Legion. And as a member, you'll join thousands of others serving our veterans, our communities, and our country. Oh yeah, and our Member Perks program will save you thousands on shopping, dining, products, and services across the country. Join us at legion.ca.
Hi, I'm David Sherman, host of Politically Speaking. Join me on Rogers TV for Politically Speaking right here.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Harry Lumley Bayshore Community Center and J.D. MacArthur Arena. We'd like to thank Boston Pizza for their support of the Senior B Owen Sound North Stars. If you'd like to order from Boston Pizza, you can visit their website at www.bostonpizza.com or give them a call at 519-370-2003. Thank you, Boston Pizza, for your continued support of the Owen Sound North Stars. Lining up here to take the draw is number 71, Mitch Stevens for Owen Sound, and number 8, Ryan Haig. Ryan Haig winning that one back, and the Clearview Crushers able to pick this one up and head into the offensive zone for the Owen Sound North Stars. Liam Patton picking this one back up. Jonathan Peshko takes a look and finds Cascanet. Over for Cascanet. Little flip pass to Rosa. Rosa takes a spin and can't find a lane, so he passes that one off. Long shot off the arm of Martin Abel. Owen Sound picks that one up. Rosa sends that over for Keene. Cascanet to Keene. Keene sends it to Peshko. Rosa down low for Cascanet. Rosa finds Keene. Cascanet. Peshko. Cascanet in for Rosa, who takes a shot, and it ends up hitting the crossbar, it looks like, and just dropping on the goal line. He's scored a couple like that already. He loves that spot of the floor, and unfortunately this time just a couple inches too far to one direction.
Yeah, and I like Owen Sound's idea there of taking advantage of Clearview wanting to hang a forward up the floor and going 5-on-4 in a similar power play setup. And as long as you don't start shooting the ball from the outside, you know, and give up the big rebound, it's probably a good way to tack on the offense. So
certainly, I'm sure the coaching staff realize this is kind of a make or break game. They almost have to win this game if they want any shot at making the President's Tournament. Ryan Haig with it. Sends that across the floor. Bergsma. Bergsma sends that over. Long shot from Haig. Good save by Craig Wendy. Owen Sound's going to need to tighten up. They can't be leaving those lanes wide open.
yeah, and again, they have so few real true offensive threats. You really need to key on Haig, Bergsma, and shut them down. So
Keene to Peshko. Peshko with it. Down for Keene. Dan Keene over to Millman. Long shot. Battling along the boards. Looks like the Crushers will find this one. It's going to roll forward, and now Owen Sound able to pick this one up. Will Cecil with speed. He's got McMillan. McMillan across the floor. Takes a shot from behind. Peshko loses that one. No call on the play. Goaltender gets his stick up high there, and we're going to get a possession call here going in Owen Sound's favor. McMillan sends that over. Keene, Cascanet down for Peshko to Cascanet. Up for Keene. Across the floor, Keene with it. Behind the back, Cascanet. Back up for Keene. Down low. In tight for Rosa. Good stick there from Rosa. And they're going to flip that one forward, and Neil McInrob is going to carry that up into the offensive zone.
yeah, I think what Owen Sound wants to do now that they've established they're going to go 5-on-4 is to run some plays and not just rely again on perimeter. That's
Bergsma with a long shot off the post. Takes one whack. Owen Sound can't pick this one up. Crusher's trying to find it. Wyatt Barfoot finds it. He's up the floor. Barfoot, one-on-one. It's going to be a one-on-two now. Barfoot, he's going to slow this down and bring out some of his own attackers. And he'll flip that one off for Jordan Cascanet. Jordan Cascanet picks that one up. Up for Rosa. Rosa behind for Cascanet, in tight, good shot. Foot in the crease, so that one wouldn't have counted.
again, tough to call from here. It looked like he was well outside of the crease when he released that ball. But Peter DeBrone fell otherwise.
Nakamura on the floor for the first time this period. Bergsma getting whacked and hacked at. He's going to send that right out in front, behind the back, and they score.
And again. Just absolutely poor one-on-one defense there. Mitch Gustafson lost his guy in the scoring area. And yeah, their Clearview is clear value for the 7-6 lead now. They're taking full advantage of all the miscues Owen Sound's offering up on defense.
So good work there and excellent play by Clearview. They're able to get a sweet little behind the back shot, and Bergsma with a fantastic pass out in front. Owen Sound, they are down by one. They really need to find a new gear.
Procedure call on Mitch Gustafson off the draw, so Clearview will start it up again on offense.
So the Crushers with the ball, slowing things down here. They, for the first time this game, have a lead to protect. Bergsma with it. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. He's going to cut to the middle, and he's going to get that bounce shot, run through the crease and get some feet on Craig Wendy, but they're going to say that ball went up out of place, so Clearview, excuse me, they're going to get the ball again. Crushers send that across. Battling here, takes a stick up high there, no call. Bergsma sends a good little pass and another bounce shot. That's going to go up out of place, so Owen Sound will get possession as that never contacted the goalie. Barfoot sends that all the way up. Liam Patton, is he able to get in? Gets that one knocked loose, and the Crushers are going to pick that one up after Owen Sound squanders a golden opportunity like that. Luckily, Brody Cascanet able to move his feet and get there just in time. So Brody Cascanet, he's going to do a little fake ball trick, and he'll carry this one in. And good pass there to Peshko. Throws it to Peshko. Peshko, long shot, he scores! Ties this one back up. 7 apiece. Good work by Jonathan Peshko.
Yeah, if you're going to give him that kind of time and space, he can thread the needle pretty good. So, you know, it's always dangerous to have a shot coming from the top when you're having a man play up the floor, and anything wide could result in a breakaway going the other way, but Peshko is pretty lethal from that position and made no mistake.
So just like that, we've got a tie game again, although this time it's the Crushers losing their lead. Wyatt Barfoot, he's got room, he's got space, good shot, and juggled there, but handled by Mike Martin-Abel. Julian Moreno carrying this in for the Crushers. Jake Ditherby sends that over for Bergsma. Bergsma sends it to Brooks. 5 seconds left on the clock. Sends that wide again. They're going to have to get a shot away. 1 second left, and Owen Sound's going to get the ball. Craig Wendy picks this up and throws that forward. AJ Skirving just able to reach and pick that one up. Carries this all the way in. Long shot. Handled by Martin-Abel. Coulter with some good pressure there, and they're going to call too many men on the floor against Owen Sound.
Yeah, just again, it's a terrible situation. Miscue on the change, and it's going to cost them 2 minutes here.
So it looks like they're going to send Coulter off for too many men, so he'll sit for 2 minutes, and Owen Sound able to tie the game back up, but now they're down by a man.
You'd like to see Owen Sound play a diamond here and attack the top 3 players, because They don't ordinarily, Clearview, get it to the crease and get them involved. They look to set up the shooter, and there you go. They've got Bergsman is going to look to Haig.
Now Owen Sound, they've got a 3-on-1. Pass across, Liam Patton. Oh, tries to go back door and can't connect on the pass. Owen Sound able to pick the ball back up. They've still got time on the shot clock. They're going to kill as much of that as they possibly can. Tyler Gibbons sends that in low. Back up for Gibbons. Down in for Patton. Patton's got 6 seconds left. He's going to look to hold on to this one. And he'll send that all the way down, and shot clock will run out. So Bergsma picks this one up and brings it up into the offensive zone. Ditherbeid looking, finds Bergsma. Bergsma back to Ditherbeid. Long shot. That's going to go off Will Cecil's ankle, it looks like. And
they want to attack now. There's nothing left in the shot clock. Yeah.
They're able to reset that clock, but lose that one up high for Bergsma. Bergsma waits, looks, sends it across for Haig. Haig takes his time. Bergsma shot. And a good save by Craig Wendy. Didn't have to move much. And he's going to bounce that one all the way forward. Running his way in is Mitch Gustafson, picking that one up behind the net. And he's got a little bit of time left to kill here. And he will. Able to maintain possession. And he waits. He's got 8 seconds left here to kill. And he'll roll this one wide of the net, unfortunately. Gets his own rebound and gets that one on net, but it's after the horn, so he won't get any credit for a shot there. Bergsma, bounce pass over to Nakamura. Nakamura over to Brooks. Harrison Brooks slows up, turns around, finds Hickey. Hickey twists and turns, under 10 seconds left, tries to find his way in, and gets knocked into the crease there. And Owen Sound will be given possession for that. Skirving carries this one into the offensive zone. Flips that one off for McMillan. McMillan looks. Rosa. Finds his way over to Peshko, back to Rosa. Rosa in for McMillan. Over to Peshko. Peshko twists, turns, fakes a pass, holds on to it. Looks, tries to get into the center. Can't. And Owen Sound's going to blow that opportunity. 10.5 minutes to go. Tie game, 2-on-1. Long shot. Good save by Craig Wendy on the 2-on-1. Rob Klopford picking this one up and battling along the boards. Able to shake loose, gets a pass forward. Rosa picks it up. Rosa's going to carry this into the offensive zone. Finds his way across, back to Rosa. Can't get the backdoor pass. Finds it now. Long shot there. And Millman unable to get that one on net, but it's going to go off of a defender and out of play, so Owen Sound will maintain possession. Jordan Cascanet sends that one up high. Rosa. Cascanet with it now. Back up for Rosa. Down low for Millman. Millman waits, takes, bounce shot off the goalie, able to reset the clock and trying to get his own rebound. Can't quite. Owen Sound's going to battle for this loose ball and take a really late shot there.
That's going to be 5. If they all the earlier board of 5, and that one as well. So this could very well be what. No, Owen Sound's just got to stay out of there if they're interested in staying on the power play.
So it doesn't look like any subsequent calls are going to come from that. The door's open. Looks like they're just going to throw him right out of the game.
Well, I think this will probably end up evening up the penalties if Owen Sound doesn't decide to get out of there.
And I think it's Millman down on the ground. No, Millman's still up, so it might be Jordan Cascanet or McMillan. And I think it might actually be McMillan. We don't have a great angle for you, but he's getting to his feet. We'll take another look at this replay here. And you can see, so it's Jordan Cascanet who gets his, and he just gets sent right into the boards, right on the numbers. Hits his mask off the boards first, and he's going to be helped off the floor, mostly under his own strength, though. And you can see Wyatt Barfoot, he's coming out. Graham Bergsma's coming out. They're chatting. They're trying to figure out what's going on. I think the player who did the boarding was thrown right out of the game, because we could see during that scrum that the gate was opened and he was just kind of standing outside the floor at the time. So as of right now, there is no Owen Sound North Star in the box, and I think it's going to stay that way. So they are calling 5-minute boarding, and that's going to be the only call. So the extracurriculars after the play there, nothing came of it, nothing too serious, but that boarding call will rack up that 5 minutes. Peshko to Keane, Keane behind his back up to Keane. Keane, long shot off the mask, good work by him. Resets the clock, Owen Sound battles for this one. Rosa with a good stick in there, kicked across, Owen Sound, great work by Brody Cascanet and Rosa.
Yeah, great effort by Jake there, and Cascanet kicking the ball.
Rosa tries to go back door for Brody Cascanet, can't quite get there. Dan Keane to Peshko. Keane, long shot, easily saved there.
Again, they executed a couple of real nice scissor pick plays earlier in the second period, and they're going to need to go back to something like that. Just to stand around in the perimeter and fire away isn't going to, bode well for them on this 5-minute penalty.
Klopfer up for Rosa. Jake Rosa sends that over for Jonathan Peshko. Peshko, Rosa. Back to Peshko, he's got time, space, long shot, he's got a killer shot. Rosa has it in tight. Owen Sound picks up the rebound, takes their time, finds Peshko again. Fakes that shot, it's gonna go off the backboards, and Owen Sound trying to pick this one up. Brody Cascanet gets there first. Able to use his speed to his advantage there in the offensive zone. Long shot, a little bit of a riser, and handled easily by Martin Abel.
Yeah, they're just disorganized here in the power play and don't really look like they have a plan on what they want to do. And again, it's dangerous.
Ryan Haig able to get in tight. Another save by Craig Wendy. Wendy's keeping them in here. Owen Sound looking like they're not sure what to do.
Again, just Owen Sound has not done a good job in covering one-on-one, giving up far too much, opportunities, and that was another example. Wendy had to make 2 huge saves here on the man up situation.
Rosa to Peshko. Peshko sends that one off a defender. Another long shot from Peshko, picked off by the defender. He's gonna be in all alone here. Gets a stick in, foot in the crease, so no credit on that whatsoever. It could have gone in, but the foot was in the crease, and Owen Sound will get the ball. 2
Outstanding
minutes.
defensive effort there to get back and hurry that shot. I think he got a piece of his stick as well.
Absolutely. Jake Peshko sends that in. Keane cuts to the middle. Peshko looking for space, can't find anything. Rosa can't get to the net. Peshko long shot off the boards and out of play. Off the long shot, he scores! Dan Keane restores the 1-goal lead.
Yeah, big shot by veteran Dan Keane there, and again, they hadn't really shown a lot of creativity here on the power play. Getting lots of shots, most of them from the perimeter, a number of them blocked, and again, gives them time to regroup with almost 2 minutes left and try to run a set play here, and it looks like Coach Adam Jones is doing exactly that, reminding them what they're looking to execute here, and rather than just make it a shooting gallery.
Coach Jones, I'm sure, pulling something out of his many years of NLL experience and showing these guys what he expects to close out this game. Just about 6.5 minutes left to play in the third period. Owen Sound desperately needing this win if they want to avoid the top seed Oakville Rock in the first round of the playoffs. And we're going to get a timeout here called by the Clearview Crushers. So both teams will head back to the bench, and we'll take another short break here as both teams figure out what's going on. So the Crushers able to keep this game fairly close up until now. We'll take a look at the scoring leaders. You can see Oakville, of course, right at the top of the scoring race, 80 points from Ryan Lanchberry. But in third place, there you've got Jake McNabb from Owen Sound, who has, of course, scratched this game. And he's got 31 goals, 30 assists for 61 points. So great work by him. He's the only North Star on this list. Everybody else, Oakville, Brooklyn, Six Nations. And that's going to be the playoff race right there. Owen Sound, Oakville, Six Nations, Brooklyn. You can see here our next and final regular season home game is going to be July 15th. It's going to be against Ennismore, and then we're going down to Oakville Sunday, July 16th for the final game of this regular season. That'll be a tough one, but if Owen Sound can pull out a victory here, they've certainly got a chance against Ennismore. And of course we know Oakville dropping only one game this season, but it was to Owen Sound North Stars. So the North Stars with a chance here to finish out this season with plenty of points in their back pocket. And Steve, like you said, the North Stars needing to hold on to this lead and add to it if they want to control their own destiny in the last 3 games of the season.
Yeah, they certainly want to be able to capitalize here in the last 2 minutes of this power play and not make it a one-shot game. So, you know, they're certainly set up here to execute the play written up by Adam Jones.
Dan Keene, Peshko. Peshko down for Rosa. In tight, that ball can't go. Cascanet.
Again, they tried to run that scissor pick off ball and just didn't execute it. Got bunched up. They tried to force it inside.
Now the Crushers with a chance. Picking that one up is Neil McInrov.
Yeah, they really want to lock off on their defenders here. Force Bergman, who does not have good foot speed to beat 2 guys.
They get around one and send that long shot in on Wendy. Cascanet across the floor. Gibbons sends that up. Peshko flips that one off to Rosa. No, he holds on to that, tries to fake the shot there, and a long shot picked up in front, knocked wide now. Rosa with it. Resets that clock. Good work by Owen Sound. Peshko back up top with it. Rosa and Peshko playing catch. Peshko with time takes a hit, gets a pass off back door, and Brody Cascanet can't handle that, but he gets the rebound off the boards. Dan Keene with the ball behind the back to Cascanet. Cascanet, long shot, he scores! Owen Sound up by 2 with 4 minutes left to play in this period. Great work there from Owen Sound.
Yeah, and a nice backhand pass by Dan Keene. And you're probably looking at a familiar spot there with him on the top of the power play. You might want to make that switch and get Peshko in the shooter spot with a little bit more time and space to let his rocket go. And, you know, Cascanet, again, with another big goal from the outside shot. And it gives them that 2-goal buffer that they probably everyone likes to see here. With so the penalty will be over. Yeah, whether the player still may have some time he has to spend, he'll spend the entire 5 minutes in there, but the power play will be over.
So the Crushers now down by 2. They've been in this position before and found a way to battle back. So Owen Sound is not out of this game. They do not have this win secure yet, not until that final buzzer goes. We've seen them blow this 2-goal lead once before. So the North Stars, they're going to need to battle for all of the time left in this game, all 4 minutes left in this game. Owen Sound needs to work for it. Rosa sends that high for Dan Keene. Dan Keene down to Peshko. Looks like they're going to try to move Peshko down to that shooter spot after all. Long shot there, picked up by Rosa off the rebound. So Owen Sound's going to reset this clock, and they're going to take their time. There's no need to rush this. They've got the lead. They've got the time. Coulter gets tied up, and he scores! Number 41, Hayden Coulter. He gets a stick across the neck, battles through it anyways, right out in front. And there he goes, right into the back of the net. Great work from Hayden Coulter. Good work as well from Jake Rosa.
Pick here by John Peshko, springing Coulter off his check, and rather than looking to dump it back to Peshko, he went straight to the net, quick release, and buries the second goal of the game.
Jake Rosa able to pick up that rebound off of the Peshko shot. Fantastic work from this whole team here at the end of this game. Gustafson finds his way in. Patton uses his legs to block that one. And Owen Sound just looking to kill this game out. At this point, they're going to try to use every second available to them on that shot clock. Coulter sends that across. Cascanet over. Cascanet, long shot, he scores! Jordan Cascanet puts the North Stars ahead again.
Yeah, that one just squeezed by in between the glove, the pant, the shin pad, dribbled in. Jordan, I don't think even realized it was in until he saw the referee's arm go up. Just, off the top of it, inside of his knee, and rolled in. Had the proper top spin on that shot, I guess. And again, it's certainly well-deserved for Jordan Cascanet. He's had a big game. He took a huge hit that drew the 5-minute boarding penalty earlier in this period.
Well, not too sure what head coach Jones said to these guys, but whatever it was, it worked. That's 4 quick goals in a row for the North Stars, and they're finding themselves up. Staying in net. I think he'll probably stay there the whole game, and was inching out to the top of the crease there. We saw Mike Martin-Abel just kind of cheating a little bit, and I think they're going to keep him in the net here. Dan Keene with the ball. Brody Cascanet. Down low for McMillan. McMillan sends that over for Dan Keene.
Dangerous pass.
And Coulter can't pick this one up.
Yeah, flat-footed pass across the top. Great effort by Dan Keene.
That's going to be a call for sure. Just a possession call. And that's all right. Owen Sound will take anything they can get at this point with 2.5 minutes left and a 4-goal lead. Wyatt Barfoot carries this one up and throws that forward for Jordan Cascanet. Cascanet sends that across the floor. With speed. Brody Cascanet sends that in for McMillan. McMillan, long shot. And tries to bounce that one in through the 5-hole. Can't find the back of the net. And Owen Sound checking the clock there is Jordan Cascanet. He knows that they just need to kill out this shot clock. There's not a whole lot of time left to play in this third period, and they've got a fairly substantial lead. Brody Cascanet cutting in. Dan Keene holds it. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. McMillan gets tied up here and knocked to the ground, and that one's knocked loose, and now Harrison Brooks picks this up and carries it into the North Star zone. Sends that one across. Slowing this up, Haig with the pass across. Bergsma back to Haig. Haig long shot off the post. And Niall Sear with a goal already. He's battling, and we're gonna have a fight here in the offensive zone. Owen Sound swinging and takes them down. They're still fighting. A great battle there by 2 heavy competitors, and Rob Cloakford getting the better of this one, taking his man down. And they're gonna have a A long walk back to the change room there for the Crushers, and he's going to leave his jersey there on the ground, doesn't take it with him, so. The equipment cleanup crew is out there, and that being number 19, Harrison Brooks. And they'll collect all of that.
Well, we'll see if they decide to give them 5-minute major for fighting or 5 minutes for roughing. If they are assessed 5-minute majors, because it happened in the last 2 minutes, that will be a game misconduct for each player. That would take Rob Cloper out of the next home game.
You can see there, Will Cecil, he's going to head over to the bench and kind of headed there with a little bit of a limp. I'm not sure if you saw that as well there, Steve. I know he took that one shot off the ankle earlier in the game. And
yeah, he also got rolled up on.
So you can see Skirving and Cloper kind of are double teaming on Tyler McKinnon, who he already spent a bunch of time in the box today. And just kind of a couple battles back and forth. It looks like the arm actually goes up after Cloper takes a swing, so we may get,
again,
2 minutes here.
It was certainly, can't see how Rob Cloper came up with the original. They both seem to get tied up and want to go, but nonetheless.
So Owen Sound is going to get, I guess, the instigation penalty there, and they'll be short-handed for a couple of minutes. Bergsma with a long shot, scooped up by Craig Wendy. He's going to throw that one up the floor, and AJ Skirving's going to try to use his speed. He picks that one up in all alone. Low shot there. Coulter can't get the rebound, but good run by both players. Picking that one up is Ditherbeid. Ditherbeid over for Bergsma. Bergsma behind the back to Ditherbeid. Low shot, good save by Wendy. Scoops that one back up and keeps it away from Nakamura. And now Coulter, he's going to try to get there before the goalie and can't quite. 30 seconds left in this game. Owen Sound still up by 4. Bergsma.
Owen Sound has too many men on the floor, not picked up by the referee.
Owen Sound getting away with one there. They'll send one high man out for the final 15 seconds of this game as Coulter just hangs out in the offensive zone. Wyatt Barfoot, he's going to try to hold on to this, gets around both his men. And with the final 5 seconds of this game, I think he's just going to hold on to this ball. Wyatt Barfoot keeping it away from Nakamura and understanding that they're not going to shoot. They shake some hands, and ladies and gentlemen, that spells the end of this game. So Owen Sound is going to leapfrog into second place in the Ontario Series League here. So we can see updated standings here. Owen Sound now in second place with 19 points, jumping over Brooklyn and Six Nations. So great work there from Owen Sound. They've got the most games left. I guess Oakville's got a few more, but Owen Sound with 2 games left here to play, and all those below them with just one, and Owen Sound with we'll say potentially an easier game against Ennismore, and Six Nations playing Oakville next. That'll be a tough game for them. And
actually, Six Nations has, I think, plays Brooklyn, so that'll be that will be a crucial game for those two teams as they want to try to again avoid that 4th place designation and have to play Oakville first round.
Well, both teams here battling hard at the Bayshore. We saw a short-handed Clearview team. They worked very, very hard this afternoon and were able to keep the game quite close after all. And you can see both teams there shaking hands, and no love lost at the end of this game for sure.
No, that was Matt Atwood's group from the Clearview Crushers. Gave it their all. Again, they've had a lot of, as we talked earlier with Graham Bergson, they've had a lot of third period collapses. Tonight was probably more so due to, nothing left in the tank after playing real hard for 2 periods. Owen Sound, got an opportunity on that 5-man power play and made sure they scored a couple to kind of put this thing away. But Yeah, great effort by Clearview. Owen Sound again would like to probably have it back, but at the end of the day, they won with a comfortable 4-goal margin, and they were able to get the win they needed to do, much like last weekend in Ennismore.
Well, Jordan Cascanet, of course, we saw took a big hit there along the boards, and he was able to get off on his own strength, and I'm sure that hit's going to feel a little bit better knowing that it gave his team what they needed to secure that second place spot for now, and give them a significantly better chance in this year's playoffs.
Yeah. I mean, obviously that was the goal, recent goal, anyways, to try to get that home advantage in the first round of the playoffs, and by doing so, coming first or second, and it's been pretty much second place has been on the target, on the wall for the last couple of weeks, with Oakville really, steamrolling the league after their early loss to Owen Sound. So, yeah, well deserved for the boys. They put a lot of effort into it, and a lot of guys travel to play here. They're not all local guys, so and it's always hard being away for the weekend and traveling, up to 5 hours just to be here to play. And they got the job done this weekend. A tough game yesterday, and an equally tough game today.
Absolutely, and a great showing from new North Stars. We had Jake Rosa, Jonathan Peshko, fantastic game from them. Braden Kruger doing a good job there in his first Senior B game. A few plays I'm sure he'd like to have back. First time playing against the big guys, so I'm sure he'll take some notes with him. And Craig Wendy, fantastic game from him as well. So all around, Owen Sound, good effort here today. They walk away with the win, and they're going to be walking into Ennismore. We're going to see how they do. That's going to be next weekend, and we will see you there on Rogers TV.
TV viewer response line. Email us or connect with us on social media.
Do you have something to share? Let everyone know about your next meeting, your need for volunteers, or your fundraising event on the Rogers TV Community Billboard. Send us your words and we'll bring them to life on Rogers TV and rogerstv.com. When it's time to spread the word, go to rogerstv.com to add your announcement to the Community Billboard.